long road filled with joys and sorrows too. As we journey on, how your heart may yearn for the things most dear to you. With wealth and love it's so, but onward we must go. Keep right on till the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. Though the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chant the Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's hear you in the pub, singing our song, helping and sharing the love.
The week has arrived. 4 years in the waiting, and can Blues once again knock out their nearest rivals on what was once called the Carling Cup. The Whitton Arms has been turned over to Blues fans as we travel across that A38 to hopefully take a Premier League scalp. This is it. The waiting is over, and tomorrow the game is upon us, live on Sky. Will Gary Rowe put out his best team possible? Rumour has it the Blues fans will be kept in the ground for an hour after the game. Personally, I'd be more worried about those not at the game. Can them across the expressway lose 2 local derbies in a week as they fall foul to a Bernino deflection and lose 1-0? However, it's a live TV event, so do make sure it's us that carry the name of the city. Do the city proud and behave at all times. It's the last thing the club needs for the back pages to be filled for the wrong reasons. Cottrell takes to Instagram to show off his heavily strapped ankle, and Eardley out for 6 weeks with a shoulder injury picked up in the 1-1 draw at Ipswich. As for me, well, I was out in the sticks on Friday, so I couldn't get any internet to follow progress. And great news as Blues ladies Joe Potter nets for England out in Estonia as the Lionesses win that game
8-0.
8-0. There you go. I'll let you do that bit, Chris, because it was good. 8-0. Well done, girls. We've got a feeling it's going to almost be a one-topic show this week, so strap yourselves in and get ready for the ride. And the score was again, Chris?
8-0.
8-0 to the ladies. Cracking. We're going to start off with the ladies tonight because was it just the one that Joe netted? Because Joe, last time I heard on the radio.
Yeah, Joe Potter got one. It's the first game of the Euro 27 qualifiers away at Estonia. A game in which we would be expected to win comfortably, but
we did win.
It was quite a different team to the one that played in the World Cup. I think there were 7 changes from the team that played the majority of that World Cup. So to go straight back in and with a really comprehensive win, a hat-trick for Danielle Carter. It was her first game. The Arsenal player, former Blues player Izzy Christiansen, now at Man City, she scored on her debut as well. So lots of reasons to be optimistic and cheerful for England fans.
So it's all good. I'm just going to put my keys down, so this might make a noise. Awfully sorry about that.
Yes, it did.
Did you like the sound effects there? Great, isn't it? Yeah. Did I say I've been ill?
Yes, I've heard that around me.
Please don't be ill again.
Seriously, thanks guys. Last week was an absolute treasure of a show. Loved every minute of it. You put your best voice on all the way through as well, Chris. You look great, loved it.
Proper professional.
Just consummate professional, I'd say. I'm a friend of the show.
No, it was a good show. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was grand. But what is the best thing is that, if any of us ain't here, then it carries on. We carry on.
Yeah, we keep right on.
I'm still not well, Chris.
No, you don't look well.
Thank you. Okay, so starting off on a little bit of a sad note then this evening, and respects are going to be paid to 12-year-old Oliver Croker, who sadly passed away watching a game of football last week, which I believe his brother was playing in, and part of the goal struck him on the head. Sad, very, very
That's
sad.
awful.
In his death, 5 other people have received body parts of that young lad. So 5 lives have been changed through the very sad death of one young man. So condolences from everybody, I'm sure, connected indirectly and directly with not only Birmingham City Football Club, but also the Tilton Talk show. And there aren't many warm words you can say to that, is there?
Well, put things in perspective, as I say.
12.
12. Oh,
That's and just nipping off to watch a football game. And, can happen to any of us at any time.
Sure can.
Okay, what should we talk about this week then, Chris? I've got nothing.
Not a lot to say,
Nothing.
No, can't think of it. I can't think of anything.
It's a quiet week.
Not a single subject.
It's like one of them quiet news days, isn't it?
Yeah. But you have to. The last story is always the squirrel who's on the skis or something. Or.
SKC is saying apparently the Whitlarms is set to charge Blues fans for entry.
That's not a joke.
Absolutely.
That is not a joke.
Is that not a joke?
That's not a joke. No, they are actually thinking of charging £5. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I believe the governor of the Whitlarms is a Blues fan.
Really?
I believe he is. Yeah. But £5.
I don't know. Doco, we're going to have no David Cameron jokes, if you don't mind. I think we'll leave that to those that...
I haven't seen the news. I don't know anything about it.
We'll leave
apart
that,
from it's
we'll leave,
the pig.
we'll leave that to far less professional organisations than ourselves to deal with. Also,
Gabby's going to tell me tomorrow.
and also, we must also say that lamb is also available at Sainsbury's.
No Peppa Pig jokes either, please.
No.
I've heard them
Okay, so it's looking very nice in here, Christopher.
Thank you very much.
Got the table up and running now, and the bell there. And,
all within.
And we can actually see each other as well. It's
we are pretty close, aren't we?
Very close, very close. Right, okay. I suppose we really ought to talk about last Tuesday night's game first, Chris, because you went.
Oh, I did, yeah. I did. What can I say apart from... I was at the game. I was at one of those games where I couldn't wait to get home. It was awful.
It was just
one of those non-event games.
Bad night at the office, Chris?
Yeah, I completely agree. I watched the majority of the first half, and it was just like Chris. It was just a complete non-event. But both sides were pretty poor on the ball, slow in attack, slow build up, and just petering out to nothing really. And it was only the slip from Cadiz that got them their goal. And
I kind of just say both teams were pretty awful.
Oh yeah. The Forest weren't that much better than us, but I think it was pretty even Stevens for the whole game. But
of course, Social Network went into meltdown because I was drinking my Horlicks at home, shall I say?
With a tot?
I actually wasn't very well, Chris, to be honest with you. I may not hear the end of this tonight. The negative comments, I think we could all do that because it's a one-off. Hopefully, you're going to get games like that from time to time, and unfortunately, it just happened to be a home game. So anyway, onwards from that one, then Friday night, the Ipswich away game, and an awful penalty decision.
Oh, wasn't that terrible?
Now, I like to be. Think of myself as quite a rational football fan.
Me too.
I'm a Blues fan through and through. But if we've been wronged, then I'll say we've been wronged. And if we've got away with something, I'll say we've got away with something.
Okay.
I've watched that over and over again. I cannot see how that's a penalty.
No,
I just cannot see it as a penalty.
It's not a couple of inches outside. It's probably 3 foot. Subtle begins outside. Do you think?
But
it's not a penalty.
It's just one of them that if you're giving that, you're going to give 7 or 8 a game. You got to take into account the conditions, everything about that. Yeah. I just can't see that as a penalty. I'm sorry, but I really cannot see it as a penalty.
SKC is saying what is going on with the referees we've had lately? They're getting worse and worse.
Yeah. I mean,
was it just one of them? Was it? Do you think a bad night all round? Perhaps,
I thought. I was thinking to myself, I haven't felt that we've been robbed by a referee for quite a while. We possibly got away with one at Burnley with Donaldson's penalty that was a bit iffy. If you're being completely honest. So, we might have got away with one there. We've definitely had one against us at Ipswich. So, and in the second half,
downright.
Well, yeah. And in the second half, Shinnie played a through ball to Gray, where he was clearly onside as well, and Gray would have been 1-on-1, and the offside flag went. So we did get a couple of pretty poor decisions, and when you think about it, if Caddish doesn't slip over against Forest, and the referee makes, in my opinion, the right call against Ipswich, we've got 4 points out of 6 instead of 1, and we're 3 points. We're 3 points better off, but like you say, these things happen. And
absolutely,
it's how you bounce back, and
so
it's how you win.
1 point out of the 6. Then overall, I think we've just got to write that Forest game off and be done with it.
So. Yeah, 100%. I think we did. I thought we were the better side in the first half against Ipswich. I thought we come out with a lot more intent. We come out more solid, and you look more of a team. I said it last week, and playing away from home, we do seem to be made for that at the moment. And the way we played in the first half against Ipswich, which is always a tough place to go, they're a decent side. I expect them to be, in the top half again this season. The first half performance was very good. The fact that they scored the penalty before half time, that they were always going to have the better of the second half. They come out strong, but we stood firm. And
just going back to that Tuesday night game as well, can I just say how bad the atmosphere was? It was just, when you're having to whisper to the person next to you.
Really?
I don't think the performance helps,
no,
obviously.
It didn't help.
But then, you on the other argument, you can generate your own atmosphere, but the fans help the team and the team help the fans.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
But I think, like you say,
it
was just a complete non-event of a game. And
well, we've got to put one behind us now. That's 1 point out of 6. I think we were probably expecting more, and the expectation levels have been, obviously.
But
raised.
that's the,
of course, yeah.
That's the upshot of the start of the season we've had, where you do expect more than 1 point from 6. Defeats at home have been so rare since Rowett come in that it seemed as a disappointment, but these games are going to happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is the league where you don't win every game.
Doco says, I went last Tuesday night. Both teams were bad. Shame on the Blues fans that booed the team off the pitch.
I didn't hear boos off the pitch. I don't know.
Well, no. Well,
did you, Chris?
No, I didn't.
I've seen reports of it on social media.
No,
but,
I didn't actually.
Yeah,
no.
But that's modern fans.
Yeah.
You Man City fans booed their team off the pitch against West Ham.
Yeah.
Going back to the penalty channel cases, when it happened, I did say that's a penalty. To be fair, not surprised the ref gave it because it did look it at the time, but not now. Blue Hobbit, as I said from the linesman's angle, I'm sure Spectre got the slightest of touch, but nevertheless, if you're going to go in, you don't get that close with your feet.
Yeah, I mean, Spectre probably shouldn't have dived in, but it's just, I think, was it Channel K who said it at the time? At the time, nobody appealed. The Ipswich player didn't appeal. The Ipswich fans didn't appeal. None of their players were asking for the penalty. I certainly didn't see it as a penalty. And then when they showed it over and over again, and I kept rewinding it and having another look, and I don't know. I just can't. I can't see it. You take into consideration the wet weather. Yeah. I think Cottrell had a yellow card early in the half, which Sky were trying to dramatise and say it should have been a red card when he pulled out. It was clear he'd pulled out of the tackle. So I think the yellow card was fair.
But that's Sky.
Well, yeah, that's their job, isn't it? Yeah,
right,
their job is to serialise it. But
catching up on the shout box, Donaldson led the line well, and I'm unsure if he got a shot in all night, but there is more to his game than just being a striker. That's Blue Hobber.
Yeah.
SKC, I sit in block 9, tried to get the singing going, but no one else joining in. Shocking atmosphere versus Forest. Blue Hobber, Ipswich away is never easy. No, it's not. And would have taken a point before the game, and I think would have all said that
absolutely.
anyway.
Well, on last week's show, I said beat Forest, draw away at Ipswich, and that's the ideal situation because you couldn't see us winning at Ipswich, with their home form and their record. So it was only the Forest result that was disappointing for me.
Docco is trying to be his own comedy double act. Is it true that the Villa have opened Villa have the open top bus out after Dim Sherbert was seen smiling on the telly this morning? Pewey 6. Someone did say last week that we would lose one of the games against Forest or Ipswich. If we're going to get bad luck this season and get decisions going against us, it's whether Rowett can keep the players' confidence going to bounce back from poor results. We managed it last season when we lost games and managed to get a win. The next game, it's if we can bring that into this season, and I think it's probably the most poignant of times to go back out and get that win.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. We bounced back from the Forest game. For me, in the Ipswich game, very good in the first half, solid in the second half. We could have easily gone on to lose that game, but we stayed solid and got the point. Mm-hmm. And like you say, there's no better time to get back to where you were.
Sorry about the cough, did I say I've been ill?
Yes, you did.
Channel K, I was just looking at it from a ref's position, Chris. So
I can understand what you're saying. And when they showed it from the ref's angle, Spectre does slide in, and he can see that Spectre's gone to ground. So, but not for me. Yeah,
and Blue Hob was saying, I'm hoping the penalties we won against Burnley and Blackpool, I think he meant Bristol, you did mean Bristol, have now been evened out against Ipswich. It's a season.
Well, exactly,
it's over a season, isn't it? It does. It does happen. It does happen.
Yeah, of course.
They do say swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But
yeah, I disagree that it evens itself out, but yeah, you do. Yeah, over a season, we've had times where we've had horror decisions, and you're not telling me like Man United in some seasons have had equally bad decisions go against them as iffy decisions.
That decision wouldn't have gone against them, though.
Well, exactly. If that was at if that was at Old Trafford,
Liverpool,
and if that was Chris Smalling making that tackle, that's not a penalty. No, you're right. You do get some. And
don't you think? I mean, somebody else mentioned this. It seems like the referee is trying to become the star of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably right, isn't it?
There's no greater example of that than on Saturday with the Chelsea Arsenal game. Mike Dean, it just seemed that he was desperate to be at the centre of attention. He'd do anything to make sure that he was. He was the one seemed to be in control, and in the end, he messed up the whole game.
Must admit, I didn't see the game, so I can't comment.
Yeah, well,
no, you was ill, weren't you?
Channel K, I have been ill, Chris.
Yeah,
I have been ill.
So yeah,
I'm not as perky as I normally am.
No, Pinky and Perky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pinky and Perky.
And,
talking of Pinky and Perky.
God, we've got a Villa fan just walked in. Channel K says, "Are we playing a game tomorrow?" We don't really know, to be perfectly honest. We can't remember. We'll research that and then
we'll have to have a look at the fixture.
Come back into that in the second half. Greetings, GA. How are you? Good. Are you, mate?
Not too bad.
Did I say I'd been ill?
I beg your pardon?
Did I say I'd been ill?
He's been ill.
Has he been ill?
I've been ill.
Okay.
All right,
Sorry to hear that.
As long as you know. Are we playing the game tomorrow? We'll have a look at half time. Okay, Super 6. I got 8 points this weekend. I'm back. I think the ligament injury is sorting itself out, and I'm on the rise. Mind you, got a few points as well this week, didn't you?
Yes, 2 sevens on a trot.
I know.
First slot.
I know. It's a good job I got an 8. I thought I'd been on the bottom.
I'm only 4 points, 6 points behind you.
You both catch him out because I forgot to do it.
Did you forget? That is a criminal, man. Criminal. Terrible.
It's a great escape for me, I tell you.
I've already done mine for next week. Right, I know. As soon as the games are finished, I check it. I have to do it then because I know that I have no chance. But Super 6 did actually send me an email halfway through the week to remind me to do it, even though I've already filled it in. So.
Do you think Donaldson gave Berra his shirt after the game? Berra had a hold of it all game.
Yeah, well, that was another one. Yeah, there was, but for me, that is one that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because there was, Donaldson gave as good as he got, but that's for me, that's just a good battle between a centre back and a centre forward. Berra slips for the first goal, and so maybe Donaldson won it in the end, but.
Blue Hobber's coming in with his excuses now. He's
Super Six. I think I've got a hamstring this week with 4 points. I did notice that the maestro himself had slipped somewhat. Yeah.
Feeling the pressure.
Made the nerves settle in. The Spormeister is on his way.
How has he managed to accumulate that many points?
I don't know. he must have a Super Six.
He must have an app. He's
He's
got
got
an
a
app,
hack.
hasn't he? An hack here. He's hacked it. Impossible.
Right, 960 members I've just noticed on the Tilton Talk Show fan
right.
page on
stuff.
Facebook. If you've got any Birmingham City fans on your account, add them on now. Add them on now. We want to get up to 1,000 during the course of this show, so 40.
And the last time we did that, it went crazy.
It did go crazy, yes. We could do with 40 today, and if we get over the 1,000, then that would be marvellous. Get into four figures, so to speak. Into four figures. Right, okay, so anything on the Blues ladies then, Chris?
No, it's quiet this week because of International Week, so no game. Two league games left, and when the FAWSL can be bothered to announce the Continental Cup semi-final draw or dates for the game or anything, then I'll be able to announce it on here. But as yet, they haven't.
GA,
so.
did you have you been following the England ladies game today?
I'm afraid I haven't, no.
Oh, would you like to know the score?
I would love to know the score.
What was the score, Chris?
It was 8-0
To
England.
there you go.
Playing.
Estonia.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I bet they got some butch wenches playing from Estonia, though. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't like to say.
Butch wenches are, of course, also available in all of the countries across Europe.
These I've put up the referee that we should have had actually, but we didn't. I don't
Right,
know.
okay,
Some of
what's
you
your-
probably seen this one.
Oh, you have seen it.
Oh, yeah.
This is probably the one we should have had.
Right, so Eardley
We
out then
didn't
for
get it.
6 weeks with a shoulder injury. That's quite a blow.
It was a bit because he's not obviously good. He's not ahead of Caddis in the pecking order.
No.
But as a backup option, he's been ridiculed a bit. Yes, he's not the best option, but I actually thought he did all right in the first half against Ipswich, and then for him to get that, that's a bit of rotten luck where you start finally you get your chance and you play well, and then he gets a shoulder injury, where he's out for another 6 weeks now. So it is a bit unfortunate for him, because as I say, I thought he was pretty good for the first 35-40 minutes, however long he lasted against Ipswich. So it is a bit of bad luck for him, unfortunately.
And your take on Cottrell today posting on Instagram.
Well, I've only just seen it. I didn't realise that was actually his ankle.
Photograph all strapped up on the plastic.
Well, it's not ideal if that's the case.
Or it could be a wind-up.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You don't know until tomorrow, do you? But
Is something happening tomorrow then?
No,
I've not heard.
We'll research that at half time and find out.
I assume they might be training or something tomorrow. But,
we'll probably nip down
we'll
and
have a
train.
look at half time.
Well, there's something happening.
Yeah.
Good-looking women in Estonia, says Doco. He seems to know.
Yeah.
And a nice one, SKC. I'll wait for you. Where's that from?
Let's be honest, for Doco.
Oh, he's
talking.
It's because he's moved. SKC's moved into
Super
third.
Six, Super Six moved into third now. Well done to you.
Yeah.
Blue Arbor, I'm coming for you. Oh, it's hotting up. It's
It
hotting
is.
up.
Tension.
If there's anybody else that you know that does play Super Six that listens to the Tilton Talk and would like to join in the league, you're very welcome to do so. I think there's a code you have to put in. I'm not.
There
too
is a
sure.
code. I think Blue Hobble.
Hobble will put it up.
Provide the code and
It's sort of developing into two leagues, isn't it? In one, like it's just like the
everyone else,
Premier.
everyone else, and us three.
That's right.
There's the relegation battle.
I can't believe my form from last year.
Yeah.
You
bragged about it.
Well, I finished.
Mind you weren't ill then, were you?
That's
no,
true.
I hadn't been ill last year, Chris.
Yeah.
Not once. Not
You
at
look
all.
a bit ill. Actually.
Yeah.
I feel it today. I feel it. They're not being nice to me, are they?
So I can hear the violins in the background.
He's ill, you know. He's ill.
So we don't really know whether Cottrell has picked up that ankle injury
No.
or not, or whether he's just nicked a plaster and shoved it on his foot and said,
Bit of a wind up. Yeah.
For some training session or something that might be going on tomorrow. Anyway, Derby playing tonight against Burnley. I've heard Tom Ince is out for that one, so that's going to be an interesting contest if we can keep up to date on the score for that. If anybody out there is either listening to that game,
That was my prediction for first and second this year.
Yeah.
Actually, Derby top, Burnley second. That's what I predicted at the start of the season. So
very good.
we'll see how it ends up. I think that'll be quite a good game.
Doco says, I reckon it's a wind-up, just to get the B6's hopes up. And SKC says, I believe that Cottrell has since removed that picture from Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
You never know.
You
Yeah,
never know.
I noticed the leg was heavily tattooed. The other leg that wasn't in a bandage.
Oh, right.
I don't recall Cottrell. I know Cottrell has a tattoo, doesn't he?
Well,
but I don't
I
think
don't
it's.
know.
I don't think it's that heavily tattooed.
So it might not have been his
It
leg.
might not be in his leg. Yeah.
That would be even better.
I wouldn't know. I'm
Wouldn't
not a leg man.
it? That would be even better, wouldn't it? I bet you'd look at it if you were given the opportunity there, Chris. PE6 says, I don't think people are moaning so much about the start of the season, Doco. Unfortunately, Blues fans are very fickle, which is correct.
As are all
think
fans.
all fans
As
are
are all
fickle,
fans.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
In all sports.
Yeah.
many seem to forget the poor seasons we've had of late. I certainly don't.
No,
Certainly don't.
neither do I.
And because of where we finished last season and the reasonable start we've had to this season, they expect us to beat teams like Forest and maybe Ipswich as well. The loss to Forest was disappointing because it's our first loss of the season. Also, I think more disappointing because they didn't show. There was no show.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. Yeah.
Again, if you lose and you go out with a battle, we are Birmingham City. We fight to the end. But on that occasion, Derby Burnley currently 0-0. SKC, so I take that back. I'm in second place.
Or even further up.
Oh, he's definitely gunning for the hob. And PE6, but Blues bounce back with a decent draw against Ipswich. And now we need to forget all league matters and concentrate on tomorrow's
What's happening tomorrow?
Training session?
Training session.
Training session. Must be a training session tomorrow. Yeah.
Probably.
That's right, yeah.
Possibly going to turn up somewhere just for a look
Yeah,
around.
bit of a kick about.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Ask Puri 6 what he's doing tomorrow night.
That's what PE6. What are you doing tomorrow night? Are you going to the game?
Yes.
Are you going to the game,
Yes.
Chris? You've got tickets.
actually-
I bowed down to you.
Me and
I
Puri
bowed down
6.
to you. You go to a training session tomorrow.
Training session
Yeah?
tomorrow night, yeah.
God, dear. Anybody else out there got tickets for this training session
I've
tomorrow?
been
night?
offered one, but I'm not going. So.
What? What? You can take it, man.
Criminal.
I'm going. Come
I
on.
feel awful because I haven't been to an away game. So I just feel awful. So I'd rather give it to somebody else who deserved it.
It's only a training session, isn't it?
And I know you'd go, but you're ill.
Do you
That's
know,
true, yeah.
Chris? You're absolutely right there. Absolutely right. Anybody win the competition last week, Mr. Brown?
No, they didn't know.
No.
No.
Okay, so that competition runs over to what game now?
Rotherham Saturday.
Are we? Is there a training session on? Are we worried about that training session tomorrow in the competition, or?
No, not. It's only home games, isn't it, Chris, for the competition?
Yeah, just
So
it'll be-
So it's going to tally over.
The away
to
training session doesn't matter for that competition.
talking about that game, the training
Rotherham
session.
Saturday.
It's not going to be a sellout either. Apparently.
We'll come. I don't know what's going. I think
We'll have a look at half-time.
Half time, we'll have a look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah. What a great deflection from Berahino the weekend.
Was lovely, yeah. Considering he said never play for him again.
I know.
It's a nice way to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping Donaldson would tweet at the weekend that he'd never play for Blues again or something, so it'd have the same effect for this training session tomorrow night. But yeah, it was a nice deflection.
Have a guess, Mr. Pugh. Yeah, I was a guess for you because you were out on the phone earlier when me and Chris were discussing this. Have a guess how many downloads we're up to so far this year.
Downloads this year.
In your own
That's
time.
a tough one.
Within the thousands.
Okay, 11,000.
11,000. GA. Have a guess.
13,000.
13,000. Chris, we know the answer, don't we?
Yeah, it's close on
It's
23,000.
23,000.
Oh, nowhere near.
23,000.
I'll beat you there.
Impressive, yeah.
First time this year.
23,000.
Hopefully they'll
Obviously, what we'd like to do is get a whole lot
bad.
more.
Shouldn't bad.
But don't forget the Tilton Talk Show Facebook page needs 1,000 members, hopefully by today. That would be great if we could get that.
gosh,
I'll
yeah.
check in at half time and see how well we're doing, because we do have to have, there's a few that have to approve
They do, yeah.
new membership, don't they?
Yeah,
So the admins have to approve new membership. So that's SKC says he's heard Rowett is putting the team through some shadow play tomorrow.
And Jacko
Wouldn't know
wants to know
anything about
how
that.
many goals we should give them head start.
No
Doco,
comment.
Doco.
No comment.
What are you doing?
No
Doco?
comment. No comment. And that's about that for that, really, I suppose. We're knocking on
Not much
towards
else to
half
say,
time. We're going to have an early half time today, because we're going to dedicate the rest of the show to some training session that's going on tomorrow. So we'll be back in 2 when Chris has
I'm ready.
got this one going.
Yeah.
Okay, off you go. Who is it? What is it?
Every road through life is a long, long road filled with joys and sorrows too. As we journey on, how your heart may yearn for the things most dear to you. With wealth and love to show, but onward we must go. Keep right on till the end of the road. Keep right on to the end.
Wonderful news, 11 new members have just joined the Tilton Talk Show group. That's in the last couple of minutes. We'll keep this rocking and rolling because I really would like to get this over to 1,000 tonight. We're on 970, well actually no, I'm lying, 972. So there we go. Everybody that comes on now between now and the end of the show will get a shout out anyway. Right, okay, we've been on, you've been on Google, Chris, in the half time. There is something going on tomorrow apparently, isn't there?
There is.
There is.
Yes.
It has arrived.
Slightly more than
4
the training
years
session.
in the waiting. The city cometh together in the battle of the Titans. Dun, dun, dun. And you're going, Mr. Pugh.
I am.
Oh, I hate you.
Sorry.
Hate you. And
Last minute.
Have you got a proper
scratch around
ticket,
for
or
tickets?
is it one of those dodgy ones?
No, proper
really?
proper
Right.
bona fide ticket.
Proper dodgy one.
Proper dodgy one. Oh, right, okay. Interesting.
Brilliant. So you're one of the lucky 2,800 then?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Do you-
Very
I take it
lucky.
You're not going.
No, I'll watch it on the box.
You watch it on the box at home, or are you going into city to watch it?
No, it'll be at home. I might have some friends over actually.
Yeah,
so-
I don't think I'd like to be in the city centre tomorrow night with that
No.
on the TV.
No.
Just pure safety.
No, I'm not one for watching the pubs either, really. So I'd rather have the comfort of my own.
I am going to keep interrupting because they were welcome to Anthony Beard, Ash Roberts, Mark.
Yeah, I've just done one
I've
as
seen
well.
these. Mark Junior Sini, Debbie Brick, and let me have a look.
Are you making these names?
Have you
up?
updated them, Chris?
No, there's some more coming up now.
Can you not?
There's-
Because I'll read them out on mine if
Hang
you
on,
like.
okay. There you go. It's the
He's done a
power
lot.
of the media.
He's done a lot.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got two computers on the go doing the
Right.
same thing. So game on tomorrow then, Chris. What are your thoughts?
Very tight, very edgy, very nervous. I think they'll come out strong. I think they'll try and come out really quick at us. I think the first 10-15 minutes will probably decide where the game goes. If we keep it tight, if we quieten their crowd down, the little crowd that they will have there.
I've heard they're not selling very well.
They're nowhere near sold out,
No.
which I think is quite astonishing.
I'm probably thinking it's probably going to be about 36, we say.
Yeah.
37,000.
Yeah.
There's only
Probably
36
just
for the
not really
baggies,
a bigger
isn't
club to
there?
play against, you know.
It could be.
Update Tilton Talk is up to 980, so we've just got 20 to go.
20
actually
to go,
hit
folks.
the
20
halfway,
to go.
Hit the halfway target for the evening. Please do add. Keep adding.
But like I say, I was going to say, I think the first goal is so important in this. If they get it, the crowd will be lifted and they might grow in confidence. If we get it, they're going to be so edgy, having threw away a 2-0 lead at Leicester, lost that derby, lost at home to Albion, which they haven't done in 3 years, lost at home. That's another derby. If they go behind in this one, I think they're going to get so edgy.
I don't like the fact that we're slowly not being the underdogs, and
No,
I like
yeah.
being the underdog.
Yeah, especially
There's been talk on Radio Villa tonight that Sherwood could even face the sack on Wednesday morning.
That's not gonna happen.
Should it be a humiliating defeat?
well, if it's 4-5-0, then obviously anybody's under pressure. But we're not gonna go there and win 4-5-0.
You don't
Even
know.
in my wildest dreams,
You
that's
don't-
not gonna happen.
You don't know.
So, but I don't think he'll go straight away just because they get knocked out of the cup. But there is a bit of pressure on him now because he hasn't started the season particularly well. So
Got to say welcome to Mitch Cale and Mitch Reddin, also added to the Tilton Talk tonight. That's 982. We're getting there. And Noel Skinner, 983. Well done, people. Keep adding. Let's hit that 1,000 mark tonight. So that's another 3. 983 members currently. So 17 to go. 17 is the target. Add your friends, your
mum,
your ex-wife,
anybody.
your mum, your
ex-wife.
dog. But don't add
No.
anybody from across the A38. Nobody. They are unwelcome.
I mean, I can't join in.
No.
There is always an exception to the rule, but I've just been overruled 2 votes to 1, so it's still SKC says he's been told that there's only 500 tickets left. We shall see. And also embarrassing.
There was a picture put up of the when you go online to buy tickets. And you've got the stadium map. There was a lot of green space.
Right.
Green's available and yellow's limited. There was a lot of green and yellow.
Well, this will be there might be a last minute rush.
Yeah, there might be. There might be.
SKC said embarrassing, to be honest, if they don't sell out. Supposedly, it'd be.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I think that I can't believe that it's not going to sell out, but by the looks of it, it isn't. So, which makes a mockery of only giving us 2,800 for
absolutely,
tickets.
Completely and utterly. Completely and utterly.
There are so many Blues fans who would love to have gone.
Yeah.
And didn't get the chance.
And didn't get the chance. I was kind of backing up what I was saying there. Tim Sherwood and pressure. Let's not forget, he's just spent £50 million.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, £50 million, and a lot of them aren't playing at the moment. Spent $9 million on Veratu, who's sitting on the bench, and Traore and Idrissa are both injured at the moment, and I think they're going to be injured for tomorrow as well.
Yes, they are. They're both out.
Desperately fingers crossed, because they are the pace and the quality that they're missing at the moment. So
okay, so back to this then. A very big welcome to Aaron Bickles, Andy Flynn, Trevor Malone, Bloxham, Anthony Preston, and Duncan Green, which will give us 983, 84, 85, 86, 87, 988. Well done, people. Keep going.
Would you like some stats between the two sides?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. This is
Stato.
The form guide at the moment. So Aston Villa have won 2, Birmingham 6. Aston Villa have drawn 1, Birmingham 3. Lost 7-1. Goals for 12 for Villa, 17 for Birmingham. Goals against 23 for Villa, 9 for Birmingham. Clean sheets, 1 for Villa, 3 for Birmingham. Scored first twice for Villa, 9 times for Birmingham. Your attacking form averages: goals for 1.2 and 1.7 for Birmingham. Shots for 9 each. Shots per goal 8 for Villa and 5 for Birmingham, and the conversion rate 11% for Villa and 20% for Birmingham.
So the stats are looking, positive.
The stats sound positive for a tight game.
I don't really go by stats for a game of football.
No, especially a derby like this.
I don't think it'll be tight. I think it'll be like. Well, I think there'll be a lot of goals. I really do think there'll be a lot of goals.
I think the first 15-20 minutes, I think we'll try and sit in, and we'll just try and soak up the pressure that they're under. Just look at their manager.
What a downer!
Look what
I'm loving it.
But look what sort of bloke he is. He would love nothing more than to batter us, to feed his ego. He would love nothing more. I think he's going to tell him. He's going to tell Villa to just go straight at us, or straight out the blocks and attack us from the first minute. And I think we've got to sit tight for 15-20 minutes.
And they'll be expecting
soak up the pressure. Exactly. And if we do soak up that pressure and do tire them out and do make them a little bit nervous, get the crowd edgy, and then we can start to play our football, hopefully.
And also welcome to Colette Meadows, Lucy Goodwin and Sean Cahill. This is going good. It's going good, Chris. We're getting there. So do you think then tactically Rowett's going to be more astute than Tim Sherwood?
I think he's going to be slightly more measured about his tactics. Like I said, I can't see Villa doing anything other than trying to batter the door down straight away. I think that's the way he's going to go about it. So I honestly think that's the way they're going to try and do it. Try and get 1-0 up, 2-0 up within 10 minutes against us, and then we're in trouble. But if we can soak up that pressure, I think that's the way we're going to go. I don't think there'll be many changes. He's already said he's going to field a strong team. As strong a team as possible. I think it'll be pretty similar to MK Dons away. Terrell will come back in if he's. Is Terrell played in the League Cup? Does anybody know?
No idea. To be honest
I don't think so.
Because if he's available, if Arsenal let him play, then he'll play. I think Gray will play, Donaldson will play, Caddis will come back in for Eardley. I think it'll be a pretty strong
and
team.
how serious do we think that they'll take it?
I think they might change a
Players,
few.
yeah.
I think they'll rest a few players. I think they'll probably bring the likes of Kieran Clark in, who hasn't played. Maybe that Veretout, the French midfielder, and maybe Ayew up front. Players who haven't had that much of a chance. But we'll see. We'll see how serious he takes it. He spoke up a lot about how serious he is going to take it. So we'll see by his team selection what he thinks.
Also, welcome to Maureen Minute. Well done, you. Right, okay. There's a few come up on the chat box.
Apparently, we
scroll
can't
down
play
just to diddly squid.
He played a game in the League Cup apparently. So.
No,
he played for us.
Arsenal. We got him before Arsenal played a game in the League Cup, so he can play then, can't he?
Oh, he can.
Oh no, as we got him before Arsenal.
Right, yes,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's not cup tied. No, that's good.
So excellent then, because I think he's the player we need to unlock it.
Yep.
Unlock their defence.
Yeah.
So I think he'll come in. I think it'll be as strong as possible.
Excellent.
And just to let you know, Martin O'Connor has just joined the Tilton Talk show. Whether that's and a big welcome to Jane Wesley, which is 997. Let's approve that one. Safi Saffron 988, Dave Burrows 999, and a special welcome to Richard Corser Wallace. Double-barrelled name. Oh. How very posh.
Yeah. We are attracting the crowd, aren't we?
Member number 1000. Just well done, everybody. Well done. There you go. Give yourselves the clap. And also Kerry Dawson, Mark Wait, and Martin Tolman. So we've gone up to 1,003. Well, so that's brilliant. So that's grand. So we've hit that target.
Keep them coming, though.
Does anybody else do these stupid things that I do? Like, I've had it in my head all night that if we hit that 1,000 tonight on the Tilton Talk Show live on air, that we're going to win tomorrow.
Yeah, I do that. I do things like that. Yeah.
Or if you go into the toilet with toilet rolls round the wrong way, you're going to have something bad is going to happen.
I was thinking if he comes in tonight and goes, I'm ill, we're going to win.
No, I'm not so much ill now. I have been ill.
Oh right, I'm going to lose now.
Recovering from an illness.
Or if he comes in with some screwdrivers in his pocket, red ones. Look, there's 5 there.
It's not the screwdrivers you got worried
You're going for a 5-0.
5-0.
Okay.
5-0. There you go.
5 screwdrivers in my pocket.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually 4 and an electrical tester, which
so
if you put near a live wire goes.
Don't put it right.
There we go.
Oh, right.
No, it detects live wire.
That's working it.
I've now dropped
He used to anyway.
What an electrician, eh?
Thank you.
Great,
it still works. So it's going to be 4 goals, a penalty, and because I've got a flat pencil as well, Villa are going to get 1 sent off. There you go. That's my prediction. So it's going to be 5.
I want that all written down.
5 including a penalty and Villa £1 sent off because he's going to get flattened.
I'm going to book his tomorrow, I tell you.
Squished. I don't go to the books. I don't gamble. I told you I don't gamble.
No,
I don't gamble.
Don't really.
I don't. You gamble, Chris?
Yes.
No, I don't gamble. You going to gamble on tomorrow's game?
No.
Would you gamble on tomorrow's game, GA?
I never gamble.
You never gamble. No, you like me. I don't gamble. Would you, Chris? Would you
I'm not a gambler.
Would you have a fiver though? No, just
not
for
really,
fun factor. No, normally. No. 3 to 1. 1,004 members.
That's a good
brilliant. Right, if we could scroll down on that on the shout box, Chris, we've got quite a few things coming there. It's all right. They're discussing whether they're having a non-alcoholic beer or not.
The beers are just on this shelf.
Let's just tell everybody.
I love it. I love it. You can tell there's a game on tomorrow, can't you? You're all excited, like kids with toys at Christmas. Oh dear.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like going around and shouting happy birthday at people as well.
Well, it's not the birthday.
But I know whether I know it or not. But it's that look of surprise on the 365th person. On average. That how do they know?
I haven't got.
I've got one on my key ring here somewhere. Help myself. There you go. Duck and cover.
Don't worry, I don't want one.
SKC, my son reckons 5-0 to the Blues. Donaldson double grey hat trick, and the innocence of being 7. Oh, I don't think
great.
It's great. Love it. Why not?
Fantastic.
Grand. Doco drop Colette Meadows. She's my niece and supports B6. All right. All right. I'll find her. Cheers, Doco. Nice one, mate. Let's get rid of that one. And Channel Case, as long as we turn up and play, then I'll be happy. The score doesn't really matter.
That's,
It does.
that's a
Channel
lie.
K.
That's a lie.
It does.
As long as we're playing well, but I wish we
Well,
could
what are you
know the
bothering
score
playing for
now.
then if the score doesn't matter? That's the
Channel
whole
K,
point.
Channel K. I would like to remind you of every and any time that you have ever been to St Andrews or to a Birmingham City
Not a
football
derby
game.
game.
The score matters.
No.
And people have been ringing into Radio Villa tonight from your side of the A38 saying that they really do fear Birmingham City coming to Villa Park
Yes,
tomorrow.
yes.
And for them,
I'm not surprised.
the score
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
No.
What a load of bunkum. Bunkum. I used the right word there. If any
Not
of
sure
us-
it is a word, but it's better than what you could have
Bunkum.
used. Yeah.
That's the whole point of the game, is it
Of
not?
course it matters.
That's
It
the
matters
whole
desperately.
thing.
It matters desperately. It's now the bragging rights for the city, isn't it? You know, and we, of course, bear
For
the
who
city's
knows,
name.
however long.
So I was thinking about this on the way over, and I was thinking that probably the best result for you guys would be a draw.
Why? There has to be a winner tomorrow night.
Oh, does there really?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
so
Extra
you
time and
can't bring it
penalties.
back. Right.
No, extra time and
Take it
penalties.
back then.
No, they don't. There's no bring back. There's no bring back.
The best result for you guys.
Chris
would be double figures
doesn't
then.
want extra time.
No,
So-
I don't know how I'm going to get home. if there's extra
It's a long
time
way
and
to Harbour
penalties.
Church.
Well, especially if they keep you in for an hour.
Yeah,
afterwards
exactly.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've heard that.
I think you
YouTube
should give your
today.
ticket up myself.
Trains might be...
Just give it away. shouldn't
Give it
you?
away.
Give it away.
Give
Give
it
it away
away.
live on
In
the
that
show.
direction, I'm thinking.
Can we do that?
Live
Can we
on the
give
show.
Chris Pugh's ticket
Yeah,
away
yeah,
live
yeah.
on air?
If you
First
believe-
person to...
You careful, careful.
Careful.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Nicknames.
I'm sure there's some sort of legal contract behind anything I say on here. So.
Well, the thing is, did you know? Well, I mean, even if you was to say, like, you know, what's the, I don't know, however many numbers of the what's the pie?
What's
Yeah,
You know,
pie,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
Would you like to
Yeah.
finish
I've
one of
been
those
ill.
sentences?
I've been ill.
At least one of them.
I've been ill.
He's ill.
Yeah, but I mean, everything's Googleable now, isn't it? Is that a
Yeah.
word? Googleable.
It is now.
Googleable.
But,
Googleable.
Patent that,
There you
I
go.
would.
Patent the word. It's Googleable.
Oh, Doc, said he was a special. I was a special guest on Capo's show last Thursday.
He's a very special guest, isn't he?
He's
Doc?
very special.
With the
Special being the
emphasis on
operative word.
Special.
there you go.
Of course.
Special boy.
And Channel K said you did well, Doco.
What, get in there.
Yeah, get in there, boy. Get in there. Right, okay, so it's game on tomorrow, 7:45 kickoff. From our perspective, please, if you are going to the game, please behave yourselves.
Why are you looking at Chris now?
Please.
You're looking directly at Chris as you say that.
I'm not going.
He's the only one with a flipping ticket, for crying out loud's
Exactly,
sake.
yeah.
He might not get out of the studio, Chris. We might mug him before he gets
right,
out. Yeah. Where is said ticket, Chris, by the way?
it's at home with Pewee,
Well, me
with
too,
Pewee 6.
really.
With Pewee 6.
Right.
With Pewee
So you want your brother to get mugged then?
Monster.
Dear. Something about could you scroll a few up then? We'll have a again. Keep going. Karen Carney, Jack Grealish. Nah, have I mentioned that Jack Grealish? Oh God, Doco, give up.
No, I think we've gone through all
Yeah,
those
we
now.
have. Yeah, we've gone through all those now. So, SOTV now stands for Sausages Only Travel Vertically. Can we get some more acronyms on
Is that anything to
SOTV?
do with pigs?
Yeah.
The original is not repeatable, no, obviously,
No.
no, but we want some clean ones, some clean SOTVs, please.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Sherwood's on the vernacular.
Oh,
Do you know what a vernacular is?
yeah, I know.
Yes,
She's
it's-
clever.
No, if you know, don't say. Chris, do you know what a
No.
vernacular is? Well, yes, I've beat the pew, I've busted the pew. Right, okay.
Isn't it something that runs through your veins or something?
No, a vernacular. Go on then.
Talking about talking.
Explain the vernacular to Chris, who's less knowledgeable, obviously, than yourself.
Vernacular is the way you speak.
Ah. See.
We're talking
Like
about,
what?
We're
Like what
talking
we do?
about talking, basically.
Oh, so it's not one of them little trains that goes up the side of the Aberystwyth then?
I don't know, but my poor old mother's got a vernacular veins.
Shoes on the vicar. We've got shoes on the vicar. That's okay. Yeah, I think I quite like the sausages one so far.
Yeah, it's got a bit
There's a
more
game on
so
tomorrow,
far.
Chris. Did you know?
There is it.
Game on tomorrow.
Training
We've got to
game.
watch it on TV though because we haven't got tickets. We haven't got tickets. You were offered one?
And I think you're ill as well, so you should
No, I've been
Were
ill.
ill.
Been ill.
I've been ill.
Still-
Been ill.
you can still
But
be
what a boost it would be to my metabolism if somebody were to
I
give me
think
a
so,
ticket.
yeah. think so. I think there's a medical condition that's actually cured
Good luck.
by a ticket.
What if you become like ill, like I was last week tomorrow?
Oh, that'd be terrible. Wouldn't that be terrible? I'd have to
all
go
I'm
to the
saying,
game.
all I'm
ill.
saying is, Chris.
Oh, no.
All I'm saying is, Chris.
And sit next to as many Villa fans as
I
you can.
I would genuinely take your ticket and go along for you on your behalf, of course.
That's very honourable.
On your
of you.
behalf, and I'd wear a
Thank you,
badge.
mate.
I'm here on behalf of Chris Pugh.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would.
I think we should raffle it for charity.
Yeah, yeah.
Docker says, has anybody seen his picture on the Tilton Talk Show
Yes.
Facebook page being attacked by a 7-foot-tall
Yes, I saw
giraffe
it,
yesterday with the balloon between my legs at the Fun Day in the Park event yesterday? At least it wasn't an Apache helicopter.
Yeah.
Somebody explain the Apache helicopter.
He was sat in the garden the other week, and I think the dog had pinched his pants off him or something, and an Apache helicopter
That
came
was
up
a
over the
funny
edge
one,
or
that
something,
was,
something like that, something along those lines.
An Apache helicopter.
An actual Apache helicopter shot up.
An American Air
Yes.
Force Apache helicopter.
Yeah. It was probably a plastic drone from the pound shop. To be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah,
But there is Doco's picture. That's just going up on the board now as we speak.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it there.
Good-looking giraffe.
For the Villa.
It's I don't like the position the giraffe is in at the moment.
Good-looking
It
giraffe,
doesn't
I must
look,
say.
It's not got a lot of competition, to be fair.
Cameron and the pig comes
That-
to mind.
Giraffe's had a tracheotomy. Go back to the giraffe. No.
This is not good radio, by the way.
I don't know.
It's not, is it? No.
Anyway,
It looks a bit sexual
do.
today.
Ooh, no. All right, okay, but do feast your eyes over it if you really dare.
Yeah, there you go.
Brilliant, actually marvellously wonderful. So we're well over the 1,000 now on the Tilton Talk Show tonight. So that means the Blues are definitely going to win tomorrow.
Sherwood on the vinegar.
Oh, she owns the valuables. You're very right there, young man.
Sherwood out of the villa. Like it.
I can see it happening.
Shoes on the vicar.
You can't, Chris,
I
can
can't.
you? Okay.
No, I can't. I can't see him going.
An
tomorrow.
embarrassing defeat.
Yeah.
Right, a 4, like you say, a 4 or a 5, a screwdriver,
Not straight away.
screwdriver pocket full of goals.
Not Wednesday morning.
Resign?
No. Oh God, no way. You joking? He's got way too big an ego to resign. Far too big. No way is he going to resign.
Yeah, I couldn't even. No, I think
he won't get. I don't think he'll get the sack tomorrow. Wednesday. No.
We're talking in the.
But then, if you
as
have a
though
look
we're
at
going to
their,
win.
if you have a look at their
You've got
run of
to, haven't
games,
you? You've got to.
if you have a look at their run of Premier League games after this, if we do beat them,
this is
it's a
coming
tough
up,
run.
Yeah.
They've got a tough run in, and then he really is under pressure.
So would you have preferred it to have this game then to have been after the tough run, them to have had a really tough run in the tough run, and then to get a tough defeat in the tough game?
The more I think about it, he's under a lot of pressure now after losing the West Brom game, losing at Leicester, losing at home to West Brom. They're under a lot of pressure now, and I think it's not a bad time to play. We've had an extra day's rest.
Well,
we played on the Friday.
SKC's got an interesting point here. It says Blues to get the vile hierarchy to sack Sherwood. Villa fans already turned on him a bit on Saturday.
They did, and there was a bit of social media about how he's not picking the right players, and things haven't changed since last season. So he is under pressure. He there's no doubt about that. But even if we do beat them, I can't see him getting the sack on Wednesday morning.
Okay. Interesting though. Interesting.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Sold our tickets, Villa. Oh, that's the winner. That's the winner.
Goes to the top.
Nice
That
one.
goes
Blew
to
over
the
straight
top.
to the top of the league again, doesn't he? He just
He loves the top of the league.
Playing
I know,
Super
yeah.
6 all over again. Sold our tickets, Villa. Brilliant. Steak's only tough vacuumed. Oh, right.
What?
How vacuum packed steak? That's pretty clever. That's
is,
pretty.
yeah,
If that's the way he's thinking, I hope he's not hoovering the steak up.
I'm so desperately trying not to think in pictures at the moment.
Oh, the fun you can have with 4 letters, eh?
Somebody's got a dictionary, I think.
Game on tomorrow. It is the big one, of course. 7:45 kickoff down at Vile Park. The Whitton Arms turned over to Blues fans. Cool. Comments on that one? Are you going? Going for a pint?
No. It's,
£5 to get in, have you heard?
I've heard it's a 5.
You've heard?
Yeah, I've heard it's 5. I've just been informed that they do charge anyway, away fans. Didn't know.
Oh, right.
I didn't think it was an away pub.
It's a away pub, yeah.
Oh, is
it's
it
an
always
away-
an away pub?
It's always an away pub,
okay.
yeah. It's always an away pub, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not sure then. So
yeah. But a 5, really.
Would you
I
pay,
won't be going.
would you pay a £5 to go in a pub?
Never.
No.
No. Would you pay a £5 to go in a pub if there were bands on?
Oh, yes.
I'm not paying a fiver
Yeah.
to go into a pub though, and then I'm paying a fiver to watch a band.
Well,
There's a difference.
At a venue.
At a venue. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Shot me down there, didn't he, eh? Woohoo!
Pint.
That's the only one you're getting in, mate, by the way.
Jocko's come up with a good one on the Villa.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, none of us thought of that one.
Told you it was special.
Blue Hobber says Agent Sherwood must stay. She only tickles vampires.
They're getting very subliminal.
Yeah.
Subliminal.
They're all coming from Channel K as well, which is worrying.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding.
It's a sign.
It's red. It's almost pink.
Yeah, but it's not blue.
No, that's right. No, sorry. You want to try another vein?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
She only tickles vampires.
Are we going to put any predictions out for tomorrow, Chris, or are we not?
I'll put my opinion. I don't want to make a prediction about tomorrow.
Neither do I.
Oh, yeah?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm outvoted then.
Yeah.
I'll
So would you
give you a prediction if you like.
It'll kick off.
1-0 to the Blues.
You think it will end 1-0 to the Blues? Right. Okay. And that's coming from a Villa fan.
Check that.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
I will take
doesn't know
that.
his team, doesn't know his best team. He just hasn't got a night. He hasn't got a night.
He hasn't got a best team.
Well, there is that.
But was you going to make a prediction then, Chris?
I was going to make.
You're not now because we've overvoted.
No.
When it's 2 against 1.
I mean, I was going to say 3-0, but I'm not going to say that now. I won't say that now.
Chris, leave me alone. I've been ill.
Okay.
Pewee 6 coward. 2-1 to the Blues.
I know, yes.
It's called you a coward.
I expect nothing better. Nothing less from me.
There's your brother. Don't forget, your brother's actually in charge of your ticket at this present point in
Yeah.
time. I would be nice to him if I were you. I would be very, very nice to your brother if I were you, because he may just tear. Oh, actually, might give it more.
I don't want him to score.
You don't want them to score.
I really don't want him to
I
score.
No.
0-0. Blues win 3-0 on penalties.
Oh, right, okay.
Kuzak saves every penalty
Despite the fact that you
and
voted
jumps
not
into
to make
the
that
crowd.
Yeah. I don't think that was. I don't think that was a prediction, more a wish, really.
So we've gone from no predictions to 3 of us actually
No,
making
I'm
a
not.
prediction.
Just you to
I'm
predict.
not-
Yeah, 3 of us.
I am not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
So if you was going to make a prediction, what would have been the prediction you would have done?
If you had to
If
make
you
a
had to.
prediction, which of course you don't have to, but make a prediction.
I'm ill. I'm under pressure.
You can't use that as an excuse.
Oh, God. Right, okay, no.
It's not official. Nobody else can hear.
No, it's not official. And look, reality says that there are 10 footballing places above us in the leagues at the moment. No, it doesn't mean a great deal in terms of the grander scheme of things, but they are a Premier League side. They are a Premier League side. We have to take that into
We'll
account.
find out whether they're a Premier League side.
Well, we'll perhaps find out whether they. I think what we're going to find out, GA, and I'm being really honest, is almost over these next few weeks whether you're going to survive the Premier League or not.
I think you're absolutely right.
And you're in pretty much similar straits to you were this time last year. Yeah?
I'll probably say worse.
I was going to say, I think a lot of people think they're in a worse state.
And
My only prediction,
you rolled over in the FA Cup.
my only serious prediction,
Against a very, very good Arsenal side, it has to be said.
Sorry, did we play Arsenal?
that was last season's team.
Did we play
Yeah.
Arsenal?
We
Did we
did
play
play
Arsenal?
yeah.
Did we play Arsenal in the cup
games.
game?
I think we did.
Did
In
we?
a final as well.
Well, it was you're right, Chris. It was a
Wasn't
final.
the same
It was a
team though,
final.
was it?
It was a
the
final.
same team.
It was a final.
It wasn't the same team.
was
No,
a
it was
final.
Blues instead of Villa, I think.
It's all going on here. Villanelle Blues 4 says Blue Hobber, and the ground empties after an hour, leaving only Blues fans in there. Now that would,
I'll take that.
That would be a
I'll
dream.
take that.
That would be a dream, wouldn't it?
I'll
That
probably
would be a
take that,
dream,
yeah.
definitely. SKC 2-1 Blues.
course you'd
Cadiz
take-
penalty winner in the 86th.
You know
minute.
what? I would take SKC's over Hobbers.
Right, 86th minute winner.
2-1, nervy, really tight game, and then we sneak it late on. I think that would make. I think I'd enjoy that more.
Okay, here we go then.
Than 4-0.
Next question, Mr. Pugh. Is there going to be a sending off in the game tomorrow?
It's customary.
It's. I think there might be. I think I'm sure the referee was Robert Madeley. I think who has a reputation of being a bit card happy.
Right.
So I think there could be. I don't think either side are going to go easy on each other.
No.
It's going to be juicy.
I think
It's not
I
gonna
think
be a
there could
game
well
for
be.
boys.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, that's not a yes or a no. That's not definitive.
Okay,
Is it
yes.
possible?
I
So
think
you
there
think
will
there'll
be
at least one sending off?
Yeah.
GA yourself.
It's got every chance, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're going for a
Every
yes,
chance.
Chris, yourself?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Definitely, and I'm going for a definite as
Definitely,
well.
so.
I'm going
And
for
it'll
a
be
definite.
Cadiz after he scored the 86-minute penalty winner as he runs over to the touchline and drops a Glasgow kiss on Sherwood.
What's a Glasgow Kiss, please?
No idea.
You
Move
know
on.
what a Glasgow kiss is.
If anybody out there knows what a Glasgow... no, let's not do that, eh?
No. My only serious prediction, Purity6 has just brought it up, he will score. That is my prediction.
He will score.
You've
Yeah.
already predicted.
Purity
When you
six.
can say that's your only prediction,
Oh,
you've
right.
already
My only
nailed it.
serious one. My only
Right,
serious
okay,
one.
okay.
Puri comments.
Purity6
Purity6
says Robinson's going to nut on the horse.
Yeah, it's that Aston Villa player. He always scores against
Yeah.
us.
Oh, he does,
Yeah.
yeah. That's right.
If he plays, I think he'll score because he always scores against us, no matter how bad he is at the moment.
Blue Orbit
How
says,
out of
hold
form
on,
he
hold
is.
on. Villa had Benteke in the final and never turned up. Well, we
He
don't
turned
care
up.
about
He's like
Docker's booked Dim
it was
Sherbett's
fairly simple. You keep Benteke quiet, you win the match.
Docker's booked Dim Sherbett's appointment at the Witten Job Centre at 9. Channel K can
Too early,
see
Doco.
Channel K says I can see a Rowett Sherwood fight. The only time we will see Rowett lose his cool and take it out on
I
someone.
don't think Barrett could ever lose his
Oh, I don't know. I think he did on Friday.
He did.
There was
Yeah.
rumours he did on Friday to the referee at half time. He wasn't very happy about the penalty. So.
SKC Richards to be sent off late when he takes down Dimmy as he's clean through. Oh.
Is that for Cadish's penalty in the
gotta be,
86 minute?
86 minute. Glasgow. Oh, it's a headbutt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
dear me, I didn't know that.
I thought it. No,
I thought it was a genuine. I thought it was a genuine attempt at
Right.
passion. That's what
I
I
genuinely
thought it
didn't know what a Glasgow kiss
was.
was.
A romantic gesture.
Mind you,
Wow.
he's been ill, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I know what an
You're right
I know
now.
what an Australian kiss is. Do you know what an Australian kiss is? Yeah, it's like a French kiss but down under.
That's we're out live.
I do know what the Australian
Oh,
for foreplay is.
Lie.
Brace
Blue
yourself,
Hopper's saying
Sheila.
I'm hoping we get
It's
good.
like, brace yourself, Sheila.
Yeah. Blue Hopper's saying I'm hoping we get good, strong officials tomorrow. And Channel K says Rowett is a very angry man. Grr.
Grrr.
Grr. Would that be hilarious? A Rowett Sherbet fight,
great.
you know, like all handbags and everything going off on the
Mourinho
sidelines.
thing.
Yeah.
Just move it into the centre circle, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I can't
It's
condone
going to be a
violence, though.
very, very high pressure
Yeah.
cauldron, isn't it? I mean, you know, for both for the players and for the managers and for the supporters as well. It's going to be very, very high pressure.
Okay,
Lots
here's
of
another
passion.
question for you then, lovelies. What was your very first Blues Villa game and what was the score? Mine was when the Villa had the Tilton Road back in the 70s, the whole of the Tilton Road, and there were just tens of thousands of balloons going off all over the pitch. I think we beat them
Oh, right, yeah.
3-2. We
Was that
beat
about
them 3-2.
77,
76,
Yeah,
maybe something
yeah,
like that.
after- it
3-2.
was after
That was my very
Yeah.
my very first foray into a Blues Villa game.
I'm only little, so it's the 3-0 Enkelman game.
Oh, what a game that was! Did
My
you actually
very
go to that
first.
live? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just got off a plane. I just come back from Florida, right? And I literally dumped the family on the doorstep of the house, and they went straight to the pub.
Yeah, that was my first ever game.
Yeah, it was a good game. Was it?
That was
yeah.
something else. Yeah.
Still a classic. isn't
Everybody knows
Yeah.
where they were at that Enkelman moment. Where were you
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
Enkelman moment?
I think I was watching the Speedway match. I don't know.
And you,
I don't
Chris?
know.
Where was I? I was in a pub in Solihull.
Solihull,
Yeah,
you were watching this Solihull.
yeah.
So where else were you out there in the Enkelman moment? That was it was just beautiful, wasn't it? I could, watch that over and over and over and over and over and over again, like a million times, and never ever ever get bored.
I think
of
the
that
classic
video.
picture is the young lad that walks on the
Yeah,
past.
a bit silly.
I know,
A little
but
bit
it's still
silly.
a classic picture.
A little bit silly, but
kind
it
of
is the
iconic,
classic
isn't it?
moment.
Yeah, it's iconic.
It's
It's the moment.
it's the picture of that night, I think.
It is, yeah.
Well, for me, it's Morrison scoring the first goal, and everybody following Morrison to the corner flag to celebrate, apart from Savage, who wheels away in front of the Villa fans with his arms out.
Yes.
That's my one, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's like good old-fashioned banter.
Yeah, of course.
But also,
Yeah.
another iconic moment, of course,
Why
is
not?
the Savage headbutt with the Glasgow Kiss.
Yeah, well,
when he went
that
down
was
like a ton
that
of
same
Yes.
season, the away game. Yeah.
That was a classic game, wasn't it? Yeah.
But that one for me was Horsfield going in goal and still keeping a clean sheet
Yep.
for the last 5-10 minutes.
Docker says Gary Rowett said this morning he thought Dim Sherbert was a very good manager and then stuck his tongue firmly in his
That's
cheek.
actually true. That is.
Yes, I know. Pewee 6, my first live Blues Villa game was at Villa Park, and a certain Mr. Stern John scored a late
John
equaliser.
Fraser.
Yeah.
Well, we may have a recording of that, actually.
Also, did you see SKC? My first Blues Villa was my first game. John Frain's testimonial.
Yeah.
They spanked us.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I
Harry
was at
Fry
that one.
made an appearance as a second half sub.
Yeah.
I remember we played him in some awful cup competition that was like a stand-in because of no European games. What was that? Something trophy, and they beat us
Simod. Simod Cup, was it?
Was that 6-1 or something?
Yeah,
They
something
beat
like
us.
that, yeah.
St
Yeah.
Andrews?
7, wasn't it?
Was
I think.
it?
I
That
don't
was
know.
awful, that was,
Here we go. Here's that goal.
And the same as John must equalise and has. Incredible.
Brilliant. Stern John. Another iconic moment. Any more iconic moments that we can think of? Anybody else got any iconic moments?
Blues history. Crikey, it's got a lot.
Yeah. All mine are recent. So
Stevie Carter, the North Stand, of course.
yeah.
That's iconic.
Unfortunately, that was a defeat. So
That's still iconic.
but,
though, isn't it? It's
that's
iconic.
obviously a big one.
Simod Cup.
Keith Fahey at a home game sending Ashley Young about 10 foot in the air. There's a picture of Ashley Young going over. Fahey's obviously took him out, and Fahey's just looking behind him, and Ashley Young's about 10 foot in the air as he's falling over. That's quite a nice one as well.
SKC says I was at home for the Enkelman moment. That's what's going to be known. The Enkelman moment. Listening to Tom Ross, Villa throw in level with the area. Oh no, own goal. Was panicking as I thought they'd scored. Was in tears when I saw the footage with laughter mind. And again, I think, for me personally, I think that the look on his face.
It's the look on Bruce's face.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because he was I can't remember who the sub was. Oh, that's going to annoy me. He was talking to somebody he was about to bring on off the bench, I'm sure he was. And he's actually not looking at the play. And obviously he's heard the crowd, and suddenly he's turned round,
yes,
and he's just shocked. He can't believe what's happened.
Yeah. Blue Hobbin, not my first game, but I remember getting bashed 5-0. It was either the Milk Cup or the Simod Cup. I think we've decided it was the
one
Simod.
of them. So, yeah.
Simod Cup, but in 89 went to Villa and beat them 2-0. Pewee 6 Zigic winner in the quarter-final.
Obviously, yeah.
Obvious iconic
What a
moment.
night that
But
was.
I mean, those scene, the picture from that will be the trouble afterwards, won't it? Which hopefully
sadly.
we won't. So
Yeah. But again,
this
some
time,
of those pictures kind of have become synonymous.
yeah,
with-
well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blanked
yeah.
out,
I do hope tomorrow passes off all right. I genuinely mean that. I mean, you're one of 2,800 very lucky people that are going tomorrow. And
Have we got time to discuss the
Well,
ticket
yes, of course
ticket allocations?
course we have, yeah.
I know a lot of people have been
absolutely, we could
very
discuss
disappointed,
anything.
obviously, with only 2,800, but also the way the club have sold them. There's a lot of people who haven't got tickets.
What did you have to go through personally to get your ticket, Chris?
Bribery?
I'm not sure we can. How many
I've got
sexual
2
favours?
tickets, so I think that's all I can say.
Yeah, he was a very lucky boy.
The tickets have been allocated to people who work for the club.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Oh, it's okay.
People who work for the club.
No. Sorry,
People who work for the club have
all right
been
then.
given
Okay.
2
Yeah,
tickets.
yeah. No,
Which is fair enough. I absolutely
All over the club.
I
yeah.
applaud that. Absolutely got no issue with that
But
whatsoever.
is that okay?
Yeah, fine by me.
Crikey, yeah.
Someone who
Fine by me.
works for the club but doesn't go away
Yeah.
ahead of somebody who has been away. I was speaking to a
Yeah, I know what you're
friend
saying.
of mine earlier on today who's looking for tickets.
Yeah.
And he can't get a ticket. He used to be someone when I used to go home and away every game, like 4 or 5 years ago. He used to be someone who I met up with every game, knew well, and he can't get a ticket. But somebody who works for the club can, who doesn't go. It is a tricky one.
I think you're going to get people who who won't agree. And
Yeah.
You know,
It is a
club.
difficult one.
It's got to be a bonus for working for the club.
Aaron
isn't
Geller
it?
says,
You know.
tell Chris I'll see him at the game tomorrow. That's come through on the Tilton Talk page.
Okay.
Say hello to Aaron as well, because I like Aaron. He's the guy from Cornwall, isn't he?
Aaron
Is he?
Gillis, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking
Okay,
to
right.
I was talking to
I think he's just sent me a Facebook request. Actually.
who was I talking to? Who's the media guru now at St Andrews that we don't hear a lot of?
Tatum.
Oh, Colin
Yeah,
Tats, yeah.
Tats,
I was
yeah.
I was talking to Tats at St Andrews, and Aaron sort of tapped me on the shoulder and he says, I just recognise your voice off the Tilton Talk. Yeah, my claim to fame.
Well,
I did ask him actually if he wanted my autograph, but he can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't.
I don't blame
What
him.
did he say? No, but ill. No, but can you get me Chris Hughes?
That's in far too high demand.
So
Don't promise people that.
Do say a big hi to Aaron for me
I will do,
tomorrow
yeah.
when you get there, yeah. And
Just
and-
accepted
and
his friend
whatever
request.
happens, be safe. That's the main thing. Jeff Horsfield squaring up to Gareth Barry when a young Joey Johnson
Yes.
went into a
Who said
two-footer on
that?
Matty Upson. That's Pewey 6.
I thought it might be.
Horse nearly
You
ripped
know what?
Barry's head off.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites as well. Gareth Barry thinking that he's got a chance against Jeff Horsfield. Yeah, okay.
SKC a little bit naughty, but the Carling Cup game at St Andrews, that Villa git scored, and a few Blues fans decided to throw snowballs at him, and Young hitting them.
Yeah, well, yeah. He always scores against
Great.
us now.
Great.
Small worry.
But I remember because the old Cop and the old Tilton were the old Cop and the old Tilton as they were at my first Villa game. And you remember, you won't remember, you remember the square that you used to have to get, by the green toilets that you used to go down?
Yes,
the square that you used to get out.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was like a bottleneck, and the whole of the Tilton and the Cop would come into this one little thing. And you just carry off your
No,
feet.
you weren't.
You couldn't walk.
You didn't touch the floor.
You couldn't walk. You didn't touch the floor all the way through it.
Yeah,
And then
that's
as you got back into the Coventry Road, you go back down again.
Yeah.
But another iconic, it was a bit naughty, another iconic moment I had, there's two actually. There was a testimonial for Alex Cropley at Villa Park, and he'd broken his leg or something so bad that he obviously couldn't play again. And they had this testimonial for him, and when they introduced him onto the field, all the Birmingham City supporters were singing, Alex Cropley can't walk properly, la 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 la.
God.
That started ever so well. It was a really diplomatic. It was like an olive branch across the city that started off as, and then.
It was just hilarious. You're not going to ticket tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But just funny, you know what I mean? It was funny.
It is funny.
And then there was a penalty, I think, to the Villa, literally right in front of us, and a gentleman in front of us decided that was the time he was going to have quite a serious epileptic fit,
Yeah.
and all the stewards and paramedics were getting on top, and there was this Birmingham fan literally behind me, effing and blinding. I can't see. I'll pay 50 pence to get in here.
50 pence.
Whatever, which it was back in the day.
Was about 50 pence. Yeah.
But hilarious times. Anyway, tickets. So the normal process, I think you've had to leave a DNA profile, half your hand, your home address, your mum, your dad, your left slipper, and
£70,000 deposit.
to get a ticket. So some of the stories that I suppose it's right that the club have got a handle on who's going.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop anything happening while those that are going are there.
No, especially now it's got down to season ticket holders. On that Saturday they gave it to season ticket holders who'd been to one or two away games. And that's where you start getting to using people's season tickets who don't want to go for other people to go then. So,
but then there's just obviously, would you risk your season ticket if you were to let like a numpty go on your behalf?
Yeah.
Would you risk your season ticket? And
it depends how much they've offered you. Depends how much they've offered you.
What would you sell your ticket for? There you go.
500.
You'd sell it for 500.
Yeah. 5,000.
No, you said 500.
500. Here we go. 50 pence, 70 pence, 80 pence.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But seriously, would you actually sell your ticket for 500 quid?
I don't know. It's
It's a lot of money.
I don't think I could pass it. I don't think I could hand it over in the end. It's a nice thought, but then I don't think I could hand it over in the end.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Sorensen making a what? A what?
Making a booby.
Oh, but is that what it is? A booby, and letting a tame Emil Heskey shot squirm under his body, followed by a David Dunn goal. In the same game, Gareth Barry tried to claim a goal and got booked.
Handball,
punching
yeah.
the ball.
Yeah, he
into
did,
the
yeah.
net.
That was a
brilliant one. That was a
yeah.
brilliant one. Channel K, the thing is, the people who go away, there is obviously a group who can't...
The go to cause trouble.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Docker, my first derby was when I was 8, and my dad took me in the old end with me dear old mum, and dressed me in blue and white bobble hat and scarf. My dad tried to disown me. Bowden had signed from the Blues that week, scored on his debut, and we lost 1-0 that day. True, and it's just amazing how you remember all these things, isn't it? When they come flooding
Isn't it
back.
strange that somebody tried to disown him then as well?
And of course, Pewee6 says Olaf Melberg's interview with ITV before the game at Villa Park, when he said he'd never play for the Blues and he doesn't know who they are, and then we went on to get that late equaliser against them and shut him up. Who scored that late equaliser?
I can't remember now. Must have been Stern John. Any chance?
SKC, I had an offer of £600 for my ticket and told the lad £6,000 I was never going to sell it.
Yeah.
We could buy a new player for £6,000. Oh, where have the time gone, gentlemen? It's
600.
wow, that has got flown past.
Sounds
So really, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to make a prediction about tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to make a serious one.
It's
No,
not,
nor
it's
me
not,
then.
no, it's not going to come out of my lips.
Can't do it.
3-0.
Have I written a poem for tomorrow? Have I written a poem for tomorrow?
Have you
Yes,
written down?
probably.
Even though
No,
you was
actually, in fairness, Chris, the truth is, this time, at the moment, I haven't.
Right, okay.
But I may do when I get home. I may do when I get home, and obviously, I can't post it until such. It'll either never get posted, or it'll get posted. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
GA, I'm awfully sorry that you've had to endure this tonight. But what I'm genuinely hoping is that the smiles around this side of the table next Monday night, and obviously
Not next Monday.
Why not next Monday?
Chris has
on
is
holiday.
booked an inappropriately timed holiday.
You are.
I've been telling you for weeks and weeks and weeks.
I
Can I
wouldn't
just
have
say,
been ill last week if I'd have known. I'd have been ill next week.
Kappa says we could buy the club for £6,000.
Okay. Crying out loud.
Aaron said he wouldn't sell his ticket either. He could be missing out on the match of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Good
Again,
work.
I do hope there's an iconic moment in this game. One that we can go on and remember for many years to come.
The Cadiz one that SKC mentioned will do, mate.
What, the 86th minute.
Yeah.
86th minute, and then the.
The nerves of steel that he must have. If that, if either player from either side,
In front
if it's
of the
1-1, if it's 1-1, and you get a really late penalty, or if it does go to penalty, it's the pressure on those penalty takers. Oh, my word!
And do you think referee will, in the event of it going to penalties, decide that they're taken?
Probably,
the whole
yeah,
time?
probably. Probably won't even be a discussion. Yeah.
Channel K Tilton Talk Skype show.
Don't know.
What?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
No, I think
Channel
he's
I think he's
suggesting it.
Suggesting and offering. To,
Oh, right. So okay.
that's a possibility.
Okay. Oh, he's not on drugs then.
Oh, right.
No, right. Okay.
So, what is it? Could he broadcast from his house now?
Oh yes, he does his
Okay.
own show. Sorry, he does his own show.
Well, actually,
You know,
then, yeah,
you know.
Capo. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll look up with you in the week,
Yeah.
and can you Skype in as well, Chris? Skype, it's quite a new thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Although I am the youngest in the studio, I'm not very good with up
You
to
do want
date
on the phony
technology.
things, you know.
Yeah,
So no, then.
I'll try. I'll try my
You
best.
could join on the shout box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we could. Well, I tell you what. We'll do something next Monday then on through Skype and or phones or the likes, and utilise Capo's
Yeah. Use his
technology.
server,
I'll just pop round to Capo's and
Is that
sit
easy
next
for
to
you?
him. it probably would be easier. Yeah.
Well, actually, I
don't
mean,
know.
it's up to Capo, but we're willing to
Lolly
do we're willing to do a Tilton Talk show from Capo's house
Capo's
next
gaff.
Monday.
Yeah.
Capo's gaff next Monday. A Tilton Talk show special. Obviously, you have to get
Ask
parental
your mum.
permission.
Yes.
Does he live in a pub?
No, not anymore. No,
I was going to say we
no,
could have
no.
been staying the night. Stay in the night. Stay in the night.
Depending on what happens tomorrow, I might be staying the night.
Well, I just simply cannot believe where that hour and a half has gone to. So if we could set that up, that would be great. Obviously, privately, give us your address, Capo, if that's all acceptable and above the realms of human possibility, etc., etc. Where is Rowley Regis?
Oh, it's somewhere over there in the Black Country.
In the Black Country.
Black Country where no lives. No kids. No lives over there.
Rowley Regis.
Rowley Regis. Oh, Dudley.
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 In Dingleland.
It's in Dingleland.
In the heart of Dingleland. We could be broadcasting an amazing show next week, Chris.
Or
An
it could
amazing
be
show next
not
week.
amazing.
I'm not going. If tomorrow night doesn't happen, we cancel Monday. I'm not doing it. I'm not coming. I've got
Sport.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
Docker
says he remembers
the best place, aren't he?
Yeah, he remembers his first Premiership derby at B6 when Paul came off injured during the B6 2-0 defeat, and the horse in goal for 2 minutes, and the Blues fans were singing England's just to rub. I think England's number one, just to rub the B6 fans' noses in it.
Shoutbox correction. It was Nico Vasson, not Paul.
Ooh.
Belgium's number one.
The mind of all knowledge strikes again.
He's woke up.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Right, okay. Well, this has been the Tilton Talk Show Monday. Driving in tonight, it's weird because I judged the year by Tilton Talk shows, yeah. And tonight was the first Monday. Obviously, I was ill last week. Did I tell you?
Oh, crap.
I didn't know
Is that why you weren't here?
You should have mentioned it at the start of the show.
And today was the first day that I've seen the leaves changing colour upon the trees, Christopher.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
I do look at nature and things.
You must be blind
What a
because they started turning in the middle
Ah,
of August.
but he was ill.
but not only that, I live that little bit more north than you. And
they
they
would start
actually
turning
genuinely
a little
don't
bit
start.
earlier.
No, they don't. It's a little bit later.
Is it really?
It genuinely is, yeah.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
And even
Further
because, like in spring, when I come down here in spring, you've got all your flowers on the trees, and ours are still bare and haven't even
Have you got
sprogged yet.
flowers? No.
Yeah, we don't have flowers. We've got no electric and
Trees?
nothing that way. It's near Stoke. There's chip shops, lots of them. Lots of them.
yeah.
Well, the Tilton Talk Show has done it again, surpassed all expectations. We're over 1,000.
The expectations must have been pretty low.
They are pretty low, but at least we have expectations. When over 1,000 on the Tilton Talk Show membership, well done. Thanks ever so much, everybody, for joining on that one. Chris, have yourself a great week. Had a good holiday. Where are you going to?
Turkey.
Turkey again.
Just for change.
All right. 31 Melton Avenue, everybody.
32.
Next, 32.
32 and 33.
I'm very
And just in case, 34.
GA, great to see you smiling. Hopefully we can wipe that one off your face tomorrow.
Not gonna
Chris, enjoy the game tomorrow. You git.
I'll try.
No, do enjoy it, mate. Whatever happens, have fun. Be safe. And please, people, no trouble. Keep it real. Let's keep the name of the city flying high. It's blue. It's white. D-Day has arrived.
Go you Blues.
Let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. Keep right on to the end of the road. With a big stout heart to a long steep hill, we may get there with a smile, with a good kind thought and an end in view. We can cut short many a mile, so let courage every day be your guiding star always. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. Though the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. For the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you dreaming of will be there at the end.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. The chant of Super Blues ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's see you in the cup, singing your last